Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
Police are attempting to locate 37-year-old Ryan Sanders, who's wanted in connection with an attempted murder and kidnapping that occurred last week on Enchanted Mesa here in Pahrump. On 11/22, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies learned that a 74-year-old female had allegedly been kidnapped and sexually assaulted. The details of the crime are horrific. The suspect, they say, Ryan Sanders, entered the victim's home while she was asleep and duct taped her, tied her up, and then allegedly raped and kidnapped the female. He also burglarized her residence. The female was subjected to repeated brutal attacks, according to police. The victim was then forced into the back of her white 2018 Honda Civic and driven to the area of Desert View Hospital on Lola Lane, where they picked up another person by the name of Richard Duncan. The victim was then driven to a vacant lot to an abandoned RV on the 3000 block of Malibu here in Pahrump and beaten with a fence post, raped again, and her orbital bone was broken. She sustained substantial bodily harm, according to Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies. The victim lost consciousness and was left for dead. Hours later, the victim, they say, awoke, fled to a nearby residence, and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were then contacted. She was then transported to UMC Trauma Center. At some point, the suspects returned to her residence and took a vehicle described as a grayish-blue 2008 Chrysler 300. This vehicle was then later located on Winsong Lane. Alexander Gordon has been arrested in connection with being in possession of that vehicle. It was found under a tarp by police. Police have went to that residence several times to look for Ryan Sanders to no avail. They say Sanders fled on foot. Richard Duncan and both vehicles have been located. Duncan is facing charges of kidnapping in the first degree, attempted sexual assault with substantial bodily harm, abuse of an older or vulnerable person, grand larceny of a motor vehicle, and attempted murder. Sanders is believed to be with his 13-year-old son. A private citizen has now put forward a $5,000 reward for information leading to his capture. If you have any information, you can contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000. You can remain anonymous.